How are you today? Today is, I was going to say, is it the 11th? I don't think it's, is it the 11th? It is the 11th. And we are on day 11 of our lives. I'm just pulling you up to see who is joining us. Today's prompt is place. What is your favorite place? I know what mine is. It's with my family, usually around the table, having dinner or just discussing life. And hi, Janan, how are you? Good morning, Meryl. How are you? So I didn't post a picture because it's kind of personal, but this is the image that I'm going to be working from. It is of my family at Christmas. This is in England, so I'm going to be doing that today, and I'm going to be using these So Flat paints and Neocolors, so a little bit of both today. If you are here, let me know if you are working on your favorite place today. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to put, I know that Sarah always says, make sure you have something that says where to go to do your classes. I should really just make a little plaque. Because a lot of people, they know my name, but then they don't know where to come and find me. So this way people will know where to find me. Yesterday we had a great day yesterday doing classes. I was going to do this one in my sketchbook, but I'm like, no, I think I want to make a print out of it eventually, or a card out of it. Hi, Simone. Simone says, I love those paints. I haven't really used them too much. I use them a little bit, so I'm going to be working with them today. Where's my blue? I should have a blue. Oh, here we go. A white and a blue. It came in a set, a primary set. Not sure why the green is here, but you know, it's okay. So I'm going to use those today. Hi, Janice. Hi, Louisa. Good morning, C. I have to leave for an appointment, so we'll watch for a few minutes. Okay, C brought to my attention. I don't know if anybody does the Karen Abend New Year. It's the New Year celebration, and it's featuring Creative Bug. Well, my video is in there of a 5-minute portrait with markers. I love that she featured it, and I love that Creative Bug featured it, but I didn't get any notification that it was going to be featured. So, and I don't think anybody knows how to come over to Blueshine Art from being featured. Like, so they just say Charlotta on Creative Bug, but that's it. They don't say Charlotta from Blueshine Art, or yeah. So I was a bit annoyed that, one, I hadn't been told, two, I love that C, thank you C for telling me, and three, like, there could have been some cross marketing. Did you know that I didn't know because I'm busy and I don't look? Creative Bug has a sale. If you are a new subscriber, it is $24 for the whole year of Creative Bug to get access to their videos. So that may be something that you want to sign up for. I know that I love Creative Bug, and it was where I did my portrait class on there. Good morning, Heike. Hi, Amy. Hello, Louise. Simone says they look like acrylic wash. It's nice. Yes, they're very flat. It is nice. They're a little bit more economical than acrylic wash, because if you look at the amount of milliliters in here, so there's 59 in here, and the acrylic gouache are only 20 milliliters of paint. So this actually gives you a lot more paint for your buck. So I do like them for that reason. Yesterday, I so appreciate all your beautiful comments on this one. It makes me realize that a lot of people love being transported to beautiful scenes. And so I will hopefully do more of these. And this was, you can see how great the acrylic ink also works on just sketchbook paper. Really love it. And then in my Jumpstart to Art class, we were working with watercolors. So these were the two images that we did in that class, both 20 minutes long. And then this one also a 20, probably a 35 minute long one. So we did watercolor for half the class and gouache for the other half. Really love how this one turned out. I really enjoyed it, and everybody's work was really fabulous in that one. Then we went over to Wales and did Shirley Bassey, which wasn't my best portrait, and Tom Jones, which was lovely to do a portrait of Tom Jones, and I really like how that turned out. That was just a 20-minute one. I need to correct this side of his face. But any Tom Jones fans out there, I think I captured him a wee bit, and I was happy with that one. What is this thing on CB? What's the thing on Creative Bug? I have a 30-day class on Creative Bug. It's a 30-day portrait class, and I did it back in 2018. A lot of people here found me through Creative Bug, and it's great. But Karen Abend just released a 5-day New Year. This is like, I guess she released it for the new year, and she's teamed up with Creative Bug, and it says featuring Creative Bug. I don't know how many classes on there are actually from Creative Bug, but I was never told that I was going to be featured on it. So I just thought, you know, it would be nice just to be told so that I could advertise it for her as well, but that didn't happen. Louise, it's through Karen Abend. She is celebrating New Year with Creative Bug. If you follow Karen, you will find this. I just found it. Looks like fun. Yes. And Janan says, I met you in Creative Bug in 2018. Yeah, it was great to meet so many people. I wish Creative Bug had said, hey, your class is going to be featured on Karen Abend's New Year thing. And then I would have signed up, or I could have contacted Karen and said, hey, do you want to do some collab? Like, I'm going to be featured. Do you want me to, I don't know, do you want me to do anything? Do you want me to do some advertising for you? I don't know. You know. All right. Let's get painting. I'm going to stop my rant. All are from Creative Bug. A lot of people are. It is true. It is very true. Okay, I'm just going to get the sketch done with Neocolors, just to get a little bit of fun sketching done. And I don't usually do it from this way around, but I'm going to do it from this view. I usually do my own thing, but I'm going to take a little bit from this one. It's going to be loose, quite different from yesterday's, a little bit more illustrative, a little bit more picture book kind of feel. Oops. My walls are wonky. The nice thing about also using this with Neocolor is that you can activate the Neocolor and with the white, so you can move it around with that. I want to get the dogs in here as well. I'll try and get all the dogs in. What are you guys all drawing for your place, your favorite place? Do you guys have a favorite place? I'm sure you have a favorite place. I'm also going to add my family in here. Just going very rogue and not just focusing on everything peachy pink in color. And the relationships between one and the other. I like these candid shots because you get a lot more action out of oh, my sister must be here, but she's taking the photo, so I'm going to put her in here. Let's add a little bit of color. I'm going to add my daughters in here as well. And my husband. Louisa says, rant away. That is why we show up each day. LOL. Oh gosh, do I rant a lot? C says, you have a right to vent, Shah, though I'm looking forward to this. Oh, I've seen some great portraits over on the Facebook group. So you know what, I messaged Karen and I said, you know what, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to interact with people on the Facebook group, because I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to get in contact with them so they know exactly who I am and what I do, and I thought that would be probably a good idea. Simone says, out in nature, another Ghibli inspired watercolor scene for me. Oh, wonderful. Hola, Patty. How are you? And Louisa says, oh my God, I'm still trying to catch up on. I am too. I finished your portrait this morning. No, not this morning. Yesterday, sorry. Here, look, there's Louisa. I really do want to finish these. Maybe I'll put it out there if anybody is interested in a studio sketch meet up for Patreons this morning. Because I find sometimes it is better if I have friends in the studio zooming with me, because then I focus on getting the task done and don't get distracted. So if anyone wants to join me, let me know and I will send you a link. Thank you, Patty. Did you add your portrait, Patty? Louisa says, wait, what, when, huh? I'll send a link if anybody wants to do any studio drawing, painting. I'll put it in the Zoom, in the Insta chat. If you're a Patreon, you will get that. It's just a very impromptu get together, and it'll probably be at 10 o'clock this morning. Louisa, if you can make it, great. Janan says, Simone, have you seen the new Boy and Heron movie? Oh, they were talking about it yesterday, Janan. Heike says, beautiful portraits. Thank you. And C says, depends if I can get back in time. Well, I'll send it there, and then if you can join, great. If you can't, don't worry. Patty says, no, I haven't. I have to find a good one. And Louisa says, maybe, but I have to dash to the vet and be back. 10 should work. Okay, well, I will put it out there. I'll be in my studio working, so if anybody wants to join, they can join. It's looking a little random, isn't it? My image. I'm trying to not be so literal sometimes in my pieces. I know sometimes that can throw people off a little bit, but I kind of like how they're turning out, so I feel like I shouldn't I should explore it more. It's kind of the same as what we did yesterday in class. I don't know if anybody enjoyed that. If you were doing my virtual art retreat, there was a, oh, I can show you. I guess I could show you. I guess I could show you. We, ooh, it's when you focus on certain things in an image and explore others. So it's more, it turns out to be a little bit more abstract, but you're looking more at shapes and color and just placement and not, I've been doing this for a little while with my classes. I feel it's like, I like it. I feel it's really interesting, the outcome. Some people may get a little lost when we're going through it, but I do enjoy the outcome. So So there is a tablecloth on this table. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the tablecloth. Maybe I'll just do... I'm going to do some hair. Is there a particular size that everybody is doing the portraits? No, not really a particular size. Some people did, some people just put them all on one page. Heike, I love yours. I haven't had a chance to comment. And some people did, yeah, some people put them all on one page. Some people did a zine. I did, I just cut up my piece of paper, so it ended up being almost like a postcard size. Patty says, I love what you did yesterday in Virtual Art Retreat. Pity I couldn't join. I know, it's so sad. And Janan says, Simone, enjoyed, but a little odd. Oh, and Simone says, I haven't yet. What did you think of it? I have heard mixed things. Oh, and Louise. Sorry, Louise. She says, I am behind with everything this week. I did manage to do the first jump start into art session though. Yay, great. Fantastic. Louisa says, tablecloth has a pattern potential. Yes, it does. It's quite a large pattern as well, so I'm not sure. I will see. I'll see if I want to add it. I just gotta... I know, I don't think all the kids are here in this image. But I'm adding as well. Head, hair. And this one, where my dad is, definitely has to be white, so I'm going to do the background. Oh, there is a floating candlestick holder. I feel like there needs to be, I'm going to put myself up here. Ah, and the dogs. Where are the dogs? The dogs in it, they're going to have to go somewhere. Maybe they can all be sitting at the table down here. Yeah, I think I will put them down here. Piper will have had to come over from Canada. They can all be having dinner as well. Rosie is a black lab. You'd never know that I draw or paint portraits for a living, would you? Like, I mean, dog portraits. You know, after yesterday, which was a great drawing day, I just feel like being a little looser is also fun. So, exploring different ways and different approaches to pieces of art, I think, can open up possibilities. Not necessarily, I mean, you may not like it, that's fine. I may not like it. Can't remember if little Hector has, there we go, we've got all the dogs in now. If he has sticking up ears or not. I can't remember. This is very off here. And I can correct it with paint when I come in with the paint. Patricia says, what are those jars of paint that you have? These are the So Flat. Have you tried them, Patty? I was trying to find something which was similar to the acrylic gouache, but a little bit cheaper. I mean, the acrylic gouache is lovely because you have all the colors, but I've also been trying to push myself in, you can't get a good purple from this though. Look at this. This is what they give you in this set of primaries: ultramarine and Naphthol Red Light. I don't think you can get a really good purple with those two. Anyway, I wanted to try them because the amount of paint that you get in here for the price is better than the acrylic gouache. Louisa says the dogs could be on the tablecloth pattern. Oh, not doing that, but thanks for the idea. Are you drawing place? Yes, I'm drawing place. And Simone says, I agree with Sharon. In my art college journey, I went from trying to be hyper realistic in all my work, and once I got there, I straight back to the cartoons I drew as a high schooler. Yeah, it's think it's good to explore different things. All right, I think I'm going to do the rest. Actually, no, I'll do the plates. I'll get the plates in. I'm going to do those in ultramarine blue because I love ultramarine blue. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. One here, hiding. 4. I know that there are more people that I have to add, but I think I'm missing a couple of people. That's all right. It's the general gist of it that I want to get. All right. So I'm going to take, do I have? I don't think I have. Let's see. I need like a little, oh, I do have them here. Hang on a second, everybody. I have some knives. I have a palette knife. It's very handy to have a junk drawer. These are not palettes, but I need them for to get the paint out. Oh, there's another one. Okay. I just don't want to be mixing everything. So they're quite thick. I would say a little bit thinner than the acrylic gouache, but very similar to the Liquitex acrylic gouache. Just not the best for, like, if you're painting on plein air. I don't think they would be the best. Like, I think I would have to find a way of putting a different top on or something. I don't know. What do you think? They're just, I think they're great for like in-house, but not for when you're moving around. Definitely not. Don't want to waste it either. Just put that here. My palette is getting filled with way too much. I guess I could have just blobbed it instead of just putting it everywhere. I do like the ultramarine. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just leave it like that. I don't think I need green because I can mix green, so I'm going to put these over here. What is your favorite place, everybody? Okay, let's mix a brown so that I can get the background in. I'm going to take yellow first, and I'll show you how the orange mixes. And then I'm going to take the white and lighten that up a little bit. I could probably put a little bit more yellow in here. All right. And this is on hot press paper. I don't know if I need to make a lighter tone as well to go over the wood. I mean, I could just cover the whole of it. Maybe I'll do that and then come back in with a darker tone. Oops, went over that, that's okay. The nice thing about these is that, I mean, they're very similar to, well, they are acrylics, so you can just go over them. Almost dipped it in my coffee. Did all you Brits start watching the Landscape Artist of the Year? Oh, I would love to do that. I really would. I have grown to love landscapes and would love to do something like that. I am going to, because Janine Cavaliera, she suggested, or she asked, am I going to be doing another workshop, a painterly or a colorful landscapes workshop? And I think I will. I think February will be a month of workshops, and then March we'll be going back to a virtual art retreat. So I'll do a couple of portrait workshops and a couple of landscape workshops in February, and this way you can just sign up for the day. You don't have to sign up for the whole month. Patricia says, when you're moving around, the best, oh, when you're moving around, the best is watercolor. Amy says, favorite, what does that mean? When you're moving around, the best is, oh, right, I see what you mean. Yes, and that's when I take something like this, because it's so teeny tiny, and I can just put it in my pocket and take one of these. Really, that's all you need. And a pad of paper, right? And maybe a pencil. Bye, C. Louise says, I watched Landscape last night. Ooh, I would love to watch it. Amy says, favorite place, hill by the river, great light, outside, seasons, so many favorites. Oh, hill by the river. It sounds really lovely. A hill by the river. Sounds like it could be a song. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit of more of a darker brown. I think this paint could also be used very similar to gouache, as in you could just do a wash and then you go over with more detail. I'm now going to start adding the darker areas. can't wait to see all your favorite places. Meryl, what's yours? And Patty, what's your favorite place? And Louise, what's your favorite place? Patty says, they told me that if you put matte medium to regular acrylic, you have the equivalent of so flat. Okay, and I have done that before, but this is what happens. So this is matte medium. I put it to acrylic, but it doesn't, like, it gets too loose for me, and I feel like the pigment becomes a little bit less intense, and so that's the only thing, is that just, I don't know, it didn't work for me, because I tried that. But I guess you would save yourself a lot of moolah doing that. Okay, I'm gonna go even darker, just a touch, even darker brown, and use that dark brown for anyone who has very dark hair. Meryl says, my backyard is my favorite place, and mine is the view from the house in Cat Cay. Oh yeah, lovely. Also the view from my apartment in Madrid. Do you want to add to any more of those alsos? I think there's probably a few alsos. Also from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Also from London Bridge. Okay, I need to make slightly darker again. Could almost be a purpley brown. All right, I think that's it for the dark. Oh, I can do the dark dogs as well. Rosie is very dark in color. And Ralph is a little bit lighter. Rosie and Ralph. Hector and Piper. Piper would love her cousins over in England. Heike says, favorite place to look over the North Sea. Oh, cool. Hang on, how far are you from the North Sea, Heike? Aren't you quite far? Or is it from that little island? Patricia says, I think it's impossible to have one scene or one anything really. I know. It is quite difficult. I'm gonna make a grey for Piper. A little bit more blue. That red is really lifted. Let's make it slightly more. Whoops. That's kind of Piper color. She's almost like a livery, bluey gray. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes left. Yay. That's good. That's a good amount of time left. And Hector is definitely darker. Let's make him darker. He's a darker grey. Okay, I do like how flat it dries though. I think that's nice. Let's, while those things are drying, and just paint this scene back here. So tomorrow is bird. Does anybody have a favorite bird? I may have to do a few birds, I think, you know. Either that or you put a bird in many different scenes. You could, you know, incorporate your bird with your favorite person, favorite bird. Favorite bird is in, I don't know. I don't think women call birds birds like guys call birds birds as in women. A funny way to speak to a lady. I guess it's a very Cockney. There's my bird. My bird's coming later. Can you imagine being called a bird? So what's the opposite? What's the equivalent of a guy? What are they called? If a woman is called a bird in like slang, Louise, what is a guy called? Bloke? But that's still guy. That's still, it's not relative, like it doesn't have an animal comparison. A Hawaiian liwi is Simone's favorite bird. Oh, and Heike says 2 to 3 hours away is the North Sea that she loves there. Patricia says the New York skyline arriving from the airport. That's pretty cool. Heike says, or from the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah. Louise says, home is my favorite place. There is also a bird sanctuary near where I live that I love going to. Oh, cool. And Louisa says, that sounds lovely, Louise. Janan says, cardinal and bluebird. Louisa says, I have a few favorites, LOL. Really? I think your pigeon should be your favorite bird. Louisa says, were you going to do a self-portrait with a bird on your head? Could be, could be. I'm not sure if I want to, but I could. Heike says, tiger? No. Patricia says, that's what they call women in slang. I know, in slang in England, but what do they call men in slang? That's what I want to know. I'm just trying to think. Because I hear like voices in my head saying, there's my bird's coming, she'll be right here. But what's a guy called? Oh, excuse me. Maybe somebody could look it up. The equivalent of calling a woman a bird for a guy. What is it? Who's wearing red? I think my husband would probably wear red. So I'm going to get some red on my husband. No necks today, just bodies, table, and yeah. Oh, I should probably add face and coloring. Maybe that's a good idea as well. Chap, no, it not like an equivalent as in an animal. Do we have any animals that we call guys? Oh, Heike says in German too. Really? Oh, wow. And Patty says, I really think it's not a nice slang, the bird. No, it's not a nice slang. I don't like it. I wouldn't like being called a bird. But people still use it. People still use it a lot. So I'd be interested to know if there is anything that women call men on par with bird. Janan says, I've never been called a bird. Louisa says, not really, because it's just another put down and devaluing of women. I mean, I like birds, so you know, it could be worse. It could be like what could it be? Cockroach. It could be, I know some people like cockroaches, but I don't really. It could be I don't know, a fly, or it could be something else. Could be dog, even though I love dogs. It's funny, isn't it? Languages. Patty says, I don't think it would end up well if the conversation if somebody calls me a bird. Louisa says, Google says bird is the dismissive word applied to men to applied by men to women. Bloke is the dismissive word applied by women to men. Yeah, and I get that, but bloke is not an animal, or you know, it's just a bloke, like saying a girl. That's yeah. Google, you need to get your facts right. Like, that is no way near it. I know that we call them blokes, but they all also call us, you know, other things. So anyway, could go on and on. I think I took too much paint out. Didn't realize that it would go so far. That's quite good, isn't it? Trying to make a pink, a fair skinned color, and I'm just, there's a lot of color on my brush. Here, let's see, this is maybe okay. I think I've got some blue in there as well, looking a little gray. Let's add a tiny touch of yellow. How are we doing for time, everybody? Is time up soon? Oh no, I've got 10 minutes. Yay, that's good. That is good. I'll show you another similar image that I did. Some of you have seen it, some of you haven't. I didn't post it because I really wanted to finish it, and then I was going to create some prints from it, but I didn't. One of them was my Christmas card. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? I don't know where that is. And then the other one was, I think I would be a little bit more organized because I just cleaned up here. This one, but I haven't finished this one. This one is in watercolor. So similar scene, a little bit more contrived, but yeah, and it's called The Gathering. And I really like the idea of that. And I've done a big painting as well. It actually isn't that big, but I've done a painting of one as well. And then the big one that I did last year, last January, is actually in a frame sitting behind me, which I have to put on the wall. So there is kind of like a little theme that, or a little series of table gatherings. Okay. I know my mum likes stripes. She usually has a stripy top on. I like stripes too. So I'm going to just look here, put stripes on. I'm going to have a blue top on. I should probably color in our hair as well. Let's do the blonde hair. Oh, that's a little bit yellow. I think I've lost one person. I'm going to put my mum with yellow hair, and I need to make some grey hair as well. And just take a little bit of that blue and mix it in here. And a touch of red. Add that to my mum's as well, and a little bit on my dad's. Simone says, I know the term dork derives from a not so flattering part of the whale. Oh, I did not know that. Martina says, in Germany, some women say Hase, which means rabbit to their partner. Oh, I did not know that. Thanks, Martina. And Janan says, so special, better than a photo. Ah, thanks. My mum also hangs up, because they don't have curtains in there. I'm going to put this very dark. My mum hangs up tea towels on the window, when the winter light, the winter sun comes up, but it just hits the top of the trees, which means that it shines right in your face when you are having lunch, if you are blessed with a beautiful sunny day, which is great, but it's a little bit distracting or challenging to look out the window and have that sun right in your face. So what she does is she puts a tea towel, hang a tea towel from the top of the window frame. So I'm going to put a stripy tea towel in here. And even though this is at night, she doesn't take it down. She takes it down when the sun moves. In the spring, it shifts, and then it doesn't shine in at lunchtime. I mean, it's a good thing when the sun shines in. Everybody loves it. But let's just make this a little bit darker. Maybe some of the noses I've done are a little bit exaggerated and pointy. My arms are a little bit short, a little bit off. Meryl says rat. We call people rats. Is that true? Refer to people as rats, as guy. I don't know if we do that. Okay, I gotta be aware of where people's arms are, where the table is, not to cross over here. And it will slowly come together. He's looking like he's sitting on the table. Let's put a green top on him. Oh my goodness, time is almost up. I may stay on just a couple more minutes just to get people's clothes on, so then I don't leave them stark naked. And then also maybe do a pattern on the tablecloth. I need a flat brush for that though, for sure. Let's have a look. Do I have a mini flat brush? Hello, mini flat brush. I do have a little mini flat brush. I'm just going to use, I'm going to add a tiny little bit of, that was way too much. Let's come over here. Is this too big? Let's see, it's not really giving me the right feels. I'm trying to make, it has like a little bit of a, I almost need a stamp. Stamp would be perfect. Okay, well, we'll try it. I can always go over it. See, it's a little bit furry. Yeah, I'm not loving that. That's not... Oh, you know what I could do? I'll just do this. I'll just neocolor my pattern. It would probably be easier just to use a marker as well. Oh, I wonder if my... Hang on, let's see. Do I have a Posca marker in blue that would help me? All this paint, I'm going to have to use this paint on your portraits. Come on, Posca. This is probably going to be easier. Yeah. If there's a want, there's a way, right? Must be a little one there. So patrons, I will send out a little message with a link. If you want to join me in your studio and get some work done, great. It'll be around 10 a.m. this morning. Then I can give you an update of what Creative Bug said. Or Karen, maybe Karen will get back to me. I've contacted her in a couple of places, but we'll see. We'll see what she says. Oh no, this Posca is not cooperating. Amy says around the table, it's definitely a favorite place. Jokes and stories, yeah. We don't do it as enough over here in Canada because everybody is so busy, but it's really lovely when we do, and I should definitely do more of it. But we do it all the time when we go over to England. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to fix this. All right, I will let you guys go. Yes, oh dang, love Poscas. Janan, have a great day. Have to run my daughter to an early appointment. Simone, I had a whole bag full of Poscas stolen. No, how, when, where? Thank you, Martina. There's lots to get done on it, but I'm looking forward to adding some more details to it. Have a good day, everybody. Yes, expensive to lose Poscas. That's awful. I look forward to seeing your favorite places. Bye.